Today we are here to honor my father's retirement. Our family's life has been filled with college prep for 34 great years. As a healthcare provider, I have very little practice in writing speeches. My daily writing is that which belongs in a medical record or on a scientific journal, the kind of exposition that makes English teachers break out in acute urticaria, which is hives. My brother, the writer and pollster who lives in Washington, D.C., has a brand new baby, and so regrettably could not be here today. With that in mind, please forgive me in advance for my metaphor mixing, my misplaced modifiers, or other grammatical errors that might reflect badly on my college prep education. Especially since my at-home editor was not allowed to read the speech. College prep, our third sibling, older of course. A sibling whose successes and challenges were shared around the dinner table. Even before HIPAA, the Patient Privacy Act, my father had strict confidentiality policies, so names and dates were often changed. But stories of the school's goings-on would fill our dinner conversation. Moral lessons of service, the importance of a well-rounded education, the imperative of open discussion and freedom of expression, and the dilemmas of a life lived under the edict of mens conscia recti. As the years rolled on, my father's story reflected the changes in society, and as the CPS community wrestled with the important questions of culture, race, sexuality, and environmental stewardship, so too did we at dinner. My grandmother used to say, "Never let the truth get in the way of a good story." But for my father, the opposite was the case. He sticks firmly to the truth. But what makes his story so great is the accurate portrayal of events mixed with a little suspense and a thought-provoking moral at the end. He guided students, faculty and staff, and our family with his stories. My father's life at college prep, like the middle acts of a 5-act play, here comes my second metaphor, was filled with plot twists, comedy, drama, disappointment, character-building moral dilemmas, grand achievements, the work of the day-to-day, difficult and rewarding relationships, and lots of food. The first prep act was his life as an English teacher. His perch in the English office was right next to the vending machines, super convenient for loans. John, my brother, can reflect more upon those years, but as recalled by alumni in the last prep times, Mr. Cohen was an exacting and skilled teacher, a facilitator of the written word, a link between old literature and modern sensibilities. His second prep act, the rising action, was his time as academic dean. This was his role during my years at college prep. His office, no longer in the English department window with a clear view of the courtyard, was, lucky for me, tucked away in administration, affording me a little more privacy. I wasn't adolescent after all. In fact, my father's HIPAA policy extended to his children, which drove our mother crazy, since she always wanted to know what we were doing at every moment. At times, I have to admit I would have liked a little more intrusion, especially the time I got detention for skipping Latin class. Miss DeVries asked my father why I was not in class. He said, "I don't know, I brought her in this morning." He'd forgotten about my dentist appointment. And now here we are to celebrate the end of his third and final school act, the climax of his time at CPS, the head years. For the last 11 years, he has led his community as he has led our family, steadfast in morals, fair and calm in conflict, and ahead of his time in visions of diversity, equality, and environmental sustainability. His accomplishments during this act are many: a larger library, a home field, student and faculty laptops, the crucial financial aid endowment, the expansion of the Partners Program, the new language arts building. How proud. So, what will the next act bring? After 34 years at college prep, it's hard to envision a life without CPS, without students, parents, and faculty, without art shows, the musical, a volleyball match, a cross-country race, a debate tournament, international day, lunchtime concerts, assembly, ditch day, the snow trip, inner term, and graduation. As a family, we thought we could give you a little help to get the creative juices going. What hat will Marie